Hi, this is Mr. Shumway. This video clip explains how to calculate slope, find the distance, find the midpoint, and write an equation. These are review items. We've done these before, but let's just keep them fresh in our minds. So, you want to find out, for the slope, you want to find out how much y changes. Y went from 5 to 1, so it went down by 4. X goes from 8 to 0, so it goes down by 8. Negative divided by negative is positive. 4 apples divided among 8 people, each one gets a half. So the slope is up 1 over 2. What is the distance between the 2 points, 2, 2 and 5, 7? Well, x goes from 2 to 5, so that's a distance of 3. Y goes from 2 to 7, that's a distance of 5. So if we make a right triangle, go over 3 up 5, and then we need to find out the hypotenuse. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So 3 squared plus 5 squared equals c squared. And that's, so that 3 squared is 3 times 3, which is 9. 5 times 5 is 25. So that becomes 34. And that is c squared. So c squared equals 34. So if we want to find out what c is, we take the square root. So the square root, the calculator says that this length right here is the square root of 34, which is 5.8. And the next number is 3. 5.83 is what I would put on the computer quiz. 3 significant figures. That'll always put you within 5%. Okay, so how about the midpoint? Between 1, 2 and 7, 5. Well, x goes from 1 to 7, so that's a distance of 6. Well, we only want to go halfway though, so we So 6 spaces in between the two, we only want to go halfway. So divide by 2, and that tells us we need to move 3. Well, if we're at 1, and we add halfway there, 3, so that will get us to 4, and that's in the x direction. In the y direction, we go from 2 to 5. 5 minus 2 is 3. So we go 3 units, but all the way, but we only want to go halfway, so we go 1.5. So if we're at 2 and we go 1.5 towards the 5, we get to 3.5. So as a coordinate, we have the x and then the y, so we do 4, 3.5 would be the coordinates of the point of the midpoint, halfway. Okay, so let's write an equation now. We're going to write the equation that goes to the point 1, 5 and has a slope of 2. If it has a slope of 2, we know that y equals 2x plus b. We don't know what the y-intercept is, but we could plug in x of 1 and y of 5. So 5 equals 2 times 1 plus b. So 5 equals 2 plus something. So let's subtract the 2. Then I get 5 minus 2 is 3. So the equation is y equals 2x plus 3. So what's the equation of a straight line that passes through the 2 points, 1,5 and 2,4? So the one before it, they gave us a slope. This one they don't, but we can find it. Y goes from 5 to 4, so it's going up by, well, it's going down by 1. And at the same time, x is going from 1 to 2, so it's going up 1. So the slope is negative 1. So we'd say y equals negative 1x plus b. Plug in one of those points, doesn't matter which one. Let's plug in the second one. So y is 2, x is 4. So 2 equals negative 4 plus something. Let's add 4 to each side. So 6 equals b, because negative 4 and 0 add up, and negative 4 and 4 add up to 0. So to write the whole equation, we say y equals negative 1x plus 6. So let's write an equation for this table. The sales is increasing from year 1 to year 2, from 108 to 134. So if I say 134 minus 108, that says that the increase is 20. So the increase is 26. So we can say that the sales is equal to 26 times the number of years plus some starting point. Well, we can plug in a value of any of those values. Wouldn't matter which one. Just to show you that it doesn't matter, let's plug in that one. So 160 equals 26 times 3 years plus b. 26 times 3 is 78. So 160 equals 78 plus b. So if we subtract 78, then that turns out to be 82. So the equation would be that the sales is equal to 26 more every year. I put an X there, we could put a T for time, plus 82. Well, 82, would that work if I put in a 1? 82 plus 26 would be 108. So yeah, if I plug in any of these values, it should give me any of the X's, any of the years, should give me the sales in thousands, just to double check.